Good morning, children. Children, today in English, we will continue with this poem 3.3 The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Children, in the previous online session, we had a detailed explanation of this poem. Today, we will be discussing the literary devices. But before that, let us read this poem The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And we one traveller, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all difference. Now, children, the poem it talks about the difference in the life of poet, which was brought by the decision taken by him when he came across two roads that diverged in a wood. So, children, the poet, when he had come across the wood, okay, the two roads, they diverged in a wood and he had to choose from them. Both were equally good. So, man cannot have all things all his own way. There are limitations of time, space, and capacity, and hence can't pluck all the treasures of life. Knowing this, he took the road which was not travelled much, and it brought a positive change in his life. Okay, now, children, let us start with literary devices. First, let us find out the rhyme scheme of the poem. Now, children, let us read the first stanza and try to find out the rhyme scheme. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. Be one traveller, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now, children, let us find the rhyme scheme. Now, let us first we have to look at the last words of each and every line. Now, children, here wood, okay, it rhymes with stood and could. So, children, we have to assign the alphabet A, okay, and both undergrowth. So, both is rhyming with undergrowth. So, we have to assign the alphabet here B. So, the rhyme scheme is A, B, A, A, B. Okay. So, what is the rhyme scheme? A, B, A, A, B. Let us have a look at the second stanza. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. Now, children, in the second stanza, the word fair, it rhymes with where and there. So, we have to assign the alphabet A. Okay, and claim, it rhymes with same. So, we have to give the alphabet as B. So, the rhyme scheme is A, B, A, A, B. Okay, so rhyme scheme is A, B, A, A, B. Third stanza. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way. I doubted if I should ever come back. Now here also children, lay, day, way. Okay, they rhyme with each other. So you have to assign the alphabet as A. And black is rhyming with back. So it will be B. So A, B, A, A, B. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Now, your children, sigh, I, pie. So, it is rhyming with each other. So, A, hence difference. So, B, B. So, rhyme scheme A, B, A, B. So, children, the rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B. This is the rhyme scheme, and remember you should write in small letters. You should not write in capital letters, and no commas and no gaps. Okay. So, I hope the rhyme scheme is clear to you. Okay. Alright, now children, let us discuss the figures of speech used in this poem. First one, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Now children, the figure of speech used in this line is metaphor. Yes, because here children, two roads, they mean the choices which we get to make in life. So two roads, they mean the choices. Okay, so the figure of speech used here is metaphor. Next one, and be one traveler, long I stood. Now children, if you notice carefully, long I stood. It's not in correct order. Yes, so the figure of speech used here is inversion because the words are not in correct prose order. The correct prose order is, and be one traveler, I stood long. Okay, so the correct order is, and be one traveler, I stood long. This is the correct order. Okay. Because it was grassy and wanted where. Now children, in this line, W is repeated. Yes, remember sound of the letter W. Okay, so it's alliteration. The figure of speech used here is alliteration because the sound of the letter W is repeated for better poetic effect. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Now children, here it's very easy to identify because of the exclamatory mark. So it's an exclamation because a strong feeling is expressed. So, oh, I kept the first for another day. The figure of speech used here is exclamation because a strong feeling is expressed. Now children, let us discuss the appreciation of this poem. Okay, so write the appreciation of the poem, The Road Not Taken, with the help of the following points: title, poet, rhyme scheme, figures of speech, theme or central idea. Now children, when you write the appreciation, you have to take into consideration all these points and you should write in a paragraph. Remember, okay, it's a question which carries 5 marks in your examination. Okay, so you have to include all these points when you write the appreciation of the poem. Okay, now let us start with the appreciation. The poem The Road Not Taken is written by Robert Frost. He was an American poet and he is the only poet to receive Pulitzer Prizes for poetry. The poem has 4 stanzas and the rhyme scheme of the poem is A-B, A-A-B. The poet has used many figures of speech like simile, alliteration, inversion, etc. The poet has used metaphor in the line, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, where two roads means the choices we get to make in life. The poem talks about the difference in the life of poet which was brought by the decision taken by him when he came across two roads that diverged in a wood. Man cannot have things all his own way. There are limitations of time, space, and capacity, and hence he can't pluck all the treasures of life. Knowing this, he took the road which was not traveled much, and it brought a positive change in his life. So, children, when we write the appreciation, we have to consider all the points. Yes, we have to write about the name of the poem, then the name of the poet, okay, then the rhyme scheme, which are the figures of speech used, and you have to explain any one figure of speech, and then next you will write about the theme or the central idea of the poem. Yes, so I hope children you have understood this poem and the literary devices too. Yes, so thank you my dear students. Take care of yourself. Sai Ram.